Hey everyone, Chris McLean back again with another episode. And today on the show, I have the wonderful Angela from AER Creatives. They're a digital agency that specializes in video testimonials as well as social media videos for business. And Angela has a simple method that anyone can implement to collect more reviews to take their business to the next level through video testimonials, something we haven't spoken about on the show before and something I'm interested to hear more about. Angela, thanks for dropping by. Great to have you here.
Yeah, great to be here, Chris. Yeah, thanks for having me on the show.
No, my absolute pleasure. And said video testimonials is something we haven't spoken about on the show before, but I think this is we see these happening more and more often now, and they're a very powerful way to show people what the successes, the wins that you're getting for your clients in your business. So take us through, how did this come about for you? How did you land on video testimonials as the thing that you were going to push out into the world?
Well, I guess I have to really talk first about becoming interested in videos. I started, the way that I got into videos is I started contacting businesses and just doing a little video clip and looking at their Facebook pages and doing a little bit of an audit and just contacting them and saying, hey, I want to throw out a few ideas on maybe how you can improve your Facebook page. So that's how I really got interested in videos. And then I really started becoming, interested in, hey, this is really a thing that's needed. And, video marketing is becoming so popular now. So it just seemed like a natural thing for me to start to, I realized that, video testimonials can take your business to the next level because everyone needs social proof. And so, whether it's you as a digital agency or whether it's businesses that you work for or work with, whenever you see video testimonials, it just shows that there's a lot of social proof that your customers and your clients are willing to come online and talk about how your business has helped them. I just think it's it's an incredible proof of concept, and it's also kind of basically a person who talks about your business. It's almost like they're a salesperson, for your business, which I think is really great without you even having to brag. So when it's a different thing when someone, when someone says, hey, my business is really great. But if you have someone that comes along and says that, John Doe's agency helped me grow my business to 2 times the revenue in 1 month. I mean, that's a very powerful statement, and social proof, for an agency to have. And, another thing that really got me started is, Sam Ovens is a classical. If you go to his page, consulting.com, it's just filled with video testimonials. I mean, how can you question somebody like that when they have that many video testimonials?
Yeah.
And another thing that, some people say, well, what about written testimonials? And I'm not knocking written testimonials, but there's always some question. Well, did somebody write those? You know, there's just a little idea that maybe, you know, I'm not saying people do that, but
is it a stock image and a fake name?
I mean, but whenever you come on, you know, whenever you have another person, you know, come on and do a video testimonial for you, you know, I mean,
it's pretty good proof.
It's a pretty good proof of what is, you know, what your business is really all about. So
yeah, so it really is that ultimate validation. If someone's willing to spend a few minutes of their time to talk about how your business has helped them get results, that's another level up from them just sending you a quick text or screenshotting a client winning I guess all that any type of testimonial can be really beneficial. But 100% see that the willingness and that the extra time and attention it takes for someone to do a video testimonial, that carries an extra weight, right? That someone's willing to take that time to do that for you.
Yeah, and also in your content, you know, if you have a video testimonial, then you can use that in your social media. So you have that video, and then you can also repurpose that to say, you know, to do a Facebook post and add a quote, you know, so you can strip out that, you know, you can find that little snippet to use there. You can use it in ads. Well, I'm sure that you know that you know, like on your podcast, you can take that video, and then that's kind of your foundation, and then you can use that content, you know, to repurpose it, you know, and distribute it, and it just really helps your SEO. You know, to have that everywhere, and to break up those little bits of, you know, if somebody said something that was that would show up in the keyword search, you know, you can have that little snippet and start, you know, distributing that and start driving your traffic back to your website. And you could also have the videos on your website. I mean, there's just, you know,
you can use that content.
Such a foundation that you can use. So it's really
that makes it makes a lot of sense. You can reverse engineer a video. Once you got the video, you can turn that into an image. You can turn that into a text snippet. You can turn that into a text-based testimonial, but it's hard to go the other way. It's hard to turn a text-based testimonial into a video. So you can always, it's sort of the ultimate piece that you can have. And like what you're saying, you can turn that into multiple pieces of content across your marketing ecosystem. So really valuable. So how do you go about helping businesses create these? Is there a way that me as a business, is there a specific way that I want to be reaching out to my past clients to ask them for testimonials? How do you sort of help with that process from helping people actually get more reviews for their business by asking for testimonials? And then what's that capture process look like? Is it just asking them to shoot it themselves? Are you sending them a bit of a script? What's that system look like for you?
Well, what I have, of course, is a software solution. But I mean, you can, as you know, if you don't have as much money, although it's really definitely not as expensive as hiring a videographer. But in my software, all you would have to do is send a link, and then they can actually record a video. But you can certainly contact people, like especially you could start with your email list of people that you have had a positive relationship with in the past. And you can also, the prime time to do it though is when that person has a positive aha moment.
Yeah, right. When they've just had a win, they've just got some ROI, they just landed a sale or something.
Yeah, just a positive experience with your business. That is really the prime time. Now, I'm not saying that you can't send out to an email list and capture.
Yeah, we just dropped Angela off of the feed there, so I'll give her a chance to come back.
Cut off there.
Oh, we just lost you. Yeah, you just fell off the planet for a second.
Okay. Okay, so I was continuing. Okay, so what I was saying is you can definitely do an email campaign or even a text campaign. I mean, you could dream up anything that you can do. As far as marketing, any way that you can contact your customer, you can go and ask for a video testimonial. And then what I suggest is that you have a few questions to help that person, so that you can kind of get a better testimonial than just saying, John Doe's agency is great. Well, that doesn't really tell me, anything.
They can lead it a bit.
So you need to give them a few questions in order to kind of
frame the conversation a bit.
Yeah, you need to have your customer in mind. Like what prompted you to go with Jerry's agency, or why were you hesitant with Jerry's agency? But what made you decide to go ahead and go with them?
Okay.
Nice. 3 words to describe Jill's digital agency.
I like those there. Yeah, you're trying to make up different agencies. It's hard on the fly.
I'm trying I'm trying to speak to your audience, but I mean, you can do the same thing for, if they have clients. Just make up several different questions, and then you could add that in an email, and then have your person just say, hey, could you send me a video, and if you would please, can you answer some of these questions that I have made up for you, so you can do that.
I like those questions. I like the way that you're phrasing those questions as well. They're probably a bit more probing than sort of what I was thinking. But I guess in the context of where you're going to put that testimonial, right? If that's going to be on a sales page or a landing page, I like the way you were sort of phrasing that of what were you hesitant about, or what was your challenge? How did John's agency help you solve that? What results did you get? What wins did you get? More than just being a generic, hey, John was really great to work with. I had a great time. You can sort of position and pull the questions out that are going to be relevant to helping you bring on another customer that might be experiencing that same pain point, that same challenge, that same hesitancy. So I think that's a really interesting way to probe those questions and set it up. Yeah.
And then it is best if, like the question, like if your client would answer, well, Jill's agency doubled my income, instead of, sometimes some people will, like if they're in an event, they'll just ask the question. So you need to kind of paraphrase it a little bit so that it makes it sound like a complete sentence, instead of, oh, well, she doubled my profit for the year, and then if you try to use that, someone would be like, it would kind of be out of context. So you kind of have to also coach the client, to say kind of a complete sentence so that it's in context, so that
so
it would
include
be
the business name, include the program name or the service or that sort of thing. Is
yeah,
that what you mean?
Yeah, so that it's more of a complete sentence, so that when you show the video, it makes a lot more sense. Is what so it's kind of a that's another part of the coaching process of it. So
yeah. And you want to get more specific on those results too. So rather than saying, Jill helped me double my profit or double my revenue, that could have been $1 to $2, right? Or $5 to $10.
Well, yeah, okay.
Or $1 million to $2 million. Do you want to get that specificity of Jill through Jill's blah 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 program? She helped me take my business from 10K a month to 100K a month in 30 days. You want that sort of level of specificity? Okay.
Yes. And so I guarantee if you have that type of, and if you can do that type of result, you're not going to have any trouble getting any clients. And if you have those type of testimonials, well, people are going to be like, whoa.
Yeah.
They're really going to be interested in you. So
I think it's really, really, really powerful stuff. And you said you've got that scope of not only social proof, you've got great content for your website and your social. In terms of actually getting these filmed, because I know that for a lot of people, just stepping in front of the camera and being on camera and speaking can be hard enough, let alone sort of the tech issues. Is there any recommendations you make for people to film this stuff? Is it literally just an iPhone or a mobile phone and a tripod? What sort of tech recommendations in terms of sending this stuff and making it easy for people do you have?
Well, smartphones are, have really good cameras these days. So, I mean, if your customer or your client feels comfortable enough, well, then you definitely, can ask them. But some people are never going to go on camera. So, So, I mean, what can you do about that? But, you can always ask that person for a written testimonial. And, it's still, if you have a mix of videos and written testimonials on your, we call it the wall of love, where you have all these, testimonials. That's kind of a term that you use. So that's definitely valid. You can also do, you could also jump on a Zoom call with somebody and do what's called a concierge service, where you're actually asking people, just like this podcast, where you're kind of, probing me, that will work as well. Then that just takes more, if you want to devote the time to that. There is
so
also
sort of leading the questions and asking the questions in real time, and then just capturing the answers as the testimonial. Okay.
Yes,
that's
and
interesting.
that, especially if you have a higher end product, that would make a lot of sense. And so then you can kind of give them some tips on, trying to get the best background and everything, and get some good lighting and stuff like that. So I mean, you can definitely do that. Another thing that you can do is you can go on Craigslist and just first of all, some people will advertise, but you can also just take out an ad, and you can get them, maybe for $250, $300. But if you're if you have high-end services, that's not bad. I mean, but of course, if you're going to go for a full-blown videographer, then you're talking about maybe 10, 20, 25,000, and then he's going to, they're going to be writing out a script for you and everything and getting it more scripted and more professional. So even if you're even if you have a customer that's in the United States, you can always find somebody online and have them come to their, to their office and
to get that more professional sort of finish.
Yeah, if you need a more professional type of thing. But I will say one thing about the smartphones, some of those do just as well, if not better.
They shoot 4K, right? You got most of them shooting 4K and 8K even these days. I mean, the quality is not a problem.
Yeah. So, but even if, I guess what I'm trying to say is a smartphone looks more like what everybody else is. It's more authentic, is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
So I mean,
it kind of gets at the credibility, right? Almost if it's you in your bedroom, you in your home office, and everything looks a bit different, rather than being too super polished, like it's been done professionally at an event. Maybe that lends to the authenticity of it as well. I think people are used to that as well. We see all types of videos online. We see people in home offices out and about. So we're quite used to seeing people doing their thing in their situations. So that could actually add credibility and authenticity to it when it's just me with my iPhone doing a quick point and shoot for a couple of minutes. Yeah, really interesting.
Well, yeah. So I mean, you could just, you can just test it out and see, what kind of results you get. And then, if you don't like the smartphone, I mean, you could always go for a higher end type of thing. So
move into your DSLRs and that kind of thing for the high quality outputs. Amazing really cool stuff. Do you have if people want to come and find out more about you, do you have sort of this type of content up on your websites and that sort of thing? Can people find out more about you? And if they do want to find out more about you, where's the best place to come and connect with you?
You can, I have my website at AER Media Agency, and you can connect with me on Facebook, Angela at AER Media, and I'm also on LinkedIn. Angela Ruebling is where you can find me. So,
and you've also got the other website, the AER Reviews site as well, correct? So I'll put that up on
my landing page that actually actually goes with my with the product that I have. So if you'd like to check that out, you're more than welcome. And I am offering a special. Anyone can try it for free. You can download 3 videos and just test it and see if you like it. So,
and that's a review. That's a video, like a testimonial creation platform.
You can collect testimonials on that. So I can get you set up, and you could collect your own testimonials and see if you like the software or not. So.
Okay, awesome. And as always, I'll drop all of those links in the show notes. So those of you that are looking at this later, maybe listening, you can click on those and get the clickable links in the show notes to go check out all of that stuff and get connected with Angela to take your business to the next level with video testimonials. Angela, thanks so much for dropping by. This is really interesting. I think there's a lot of value in getting video testimonials done for your business, and you've given some really great insights and easy to action things that people can take away and get done. And they can reach out to you for more information about getting a more professional version and really understanding how to onboard their clients and get more reviews for their business.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much.
Been a pleasure. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Thanks Angela for being here, and we'll see you on the next one. Cheers.
Okay. Thank you.